welcome back to my channel and happy Sunday to everyone who are watching this video. So in this video I'm going to talk about what is an open source intelligence or OSINT. All right. So basically OSINT means the insight that is gained from processing or analyzing the data that is publicly available to general audience using internet. All right, for intelligence purposes. Okay, and this open source intelligence plays a very important role if you're aspiring to become a white hat or trying to crack the CEH certification exam. Okay, because the first phase within the CEH certification involves a phase called reconnaissance. So this reconnaissance um, particularly involves information gathering about the target. All the information that you can gather about the target will help you successfully carry out the remaining of the phases without any hiccups. So let me show you one thing here, the 5 stages of um, ethical HAC king, right? So here, this is the first phase that I was talking about, reconnaissance. This reconnaissance involves learning more about, getting as much as information as possible about the target destination. Okay, the destination target, I mean. So here, to, to carry out the reconnaissance phase successfully, you need tools like open source intelligence tools. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how open source intelligence tools works. Okay, so I'm just going to show you one of the tool that is very common in cybersecurity. The usage of this tool is very common. It is known as the virustotal.com. Okay, when you get inside this tool, it can give you provide you a lot of details about anything, okay, related to cybersecurity. Okay, this is just used within the cybersecurity, and this is one of the open source intelligence tools. Okay, it helps the security administrator or cybersecurity analyst to analyze any suspicious files, domains, IPs, URLs, etc. And also it helps us in determining if there are any zero-day infections in the form of malware or ransomware or anything of that sort. Okay, this tool will come very handy if you are also trying to crack CES certification exam. So let me quickly begin with an example here. So this is file hash, guys. This is a sample file hash. Okay, hopefully it is a good file hash. However, there may be some antivirus vendors flagging this as malicious. Okay, so we are just going to learn more about this hash file. Okay, so first we need to just go to search and put the file hash. And before we proceed, I just want to give you an example of what is a file hash. Or I'm just going to give you a definition of what is a hash and what is an encryption. Okay, so basically hash, right? Hash involves hashing. Okay, so it is the process of converting a readable file into a non-readable file, okay, with the encryption method. Okay, and where hashing is just one way. Once it's encrypted, the file cannot be decrypted back. I mean, the file cannot be converted back to a readable file. Okay, once after it is converted to a non-readable text. Okay, however, like when it comes to encryption, it's basically a two-way chain or a two-way method. Okay, where the file is gets converted to a non-readable file with the help of an encryption method. Okay, or in or encryption process. It goes through an encryption process, and after which there is a decryption process which happens to make the non-readable file into a readable format. Okay, and that involves a decryption key, and there is an encryption key. So this is called as encryption. So that is the basic difference between an encryption and hashing. Okay, let me put in the hash value over here, and let's quickly search this hash value and read more about this hash. So you can see here all the details about the file comes away. Okay, so this file name is sol.exe. Okay, as you can see here, there is one antivirus vendor which is stated this file may be malicious. Okay, and lot of other, like, at least you can see here, out of 69 antivirus vendors, two have deemed this as malicious. Okay, so 61 antivirus say this is an absolutely safer file to use, and it's also distributed by Microsoft. Okay, this file belongs to Microsoft. You can get more details about it under the details tab. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so here, as you can see here, this is the hash value that I copied, and you can read what kind of algorithm the hashing has been has involved through. Okay, basically this hash value, I mean this sol.exe file was hashed into a non-readable file with the help of MD5 algorithm. Okay, there are a lot of algorithms here, hashing algorithms. One is MD5, and the one, if you want to convert it into a SHA-1 algorithm, this becomes this. Okay, this value becomes this, and then if you want to convert this into SHA-256, it becomes more elongated. This is again, all these are hashing algorithms, okay, out there. So this is an example of how you use open source intelligence and gain more insight about a target or a file or anything of that sort. Okay, and this plays a very important role when it comes to cybersecurity. So it's important to use all these open source intelligence tools to learn more about your target. All right, and now let's begin one more thing. So we have looked on how to look into a file hash within the virus total portal. So now we can also learn more about URL. Okay, that can be again malicious URL or a genuine URL. So let's say facebook.com. Let me type the facebook.com and search, learn more about it. You see here, it's absolutely fine. So most of these 90 vendors, okay, security vendors have stated this URL is absolutely fine. Obviously it is fine because it's a safe social, it's one of the top social networking sites available out there. So obviously it is safe to use. Okay, and if I just do a quick search, okay, I have, I'm just going to use a sample HTTP site over here, which is called as testphp.oneweb.com. We'll use this one out here. I'm just going to use this URL here. All right, and I'm just going to select URL and just do a search. All right, and this particular URL again has come completely safe and clean. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the login from my search, and I'm just going to use the main um, domain and subdomain. Okay, and again, you can see here it has come clean once again. All right, so this is how you get more knowledge about whatever things you do. Okay, and let me do one thing out here. Let me search one more URL, one more domain. So this is one of the website that I actually own. Okay, I'm just going to use it just to see if it's coming clean or it's flagging it as a malicious URL or not. Okay, so this also has come as clean. Okay, because I have the certificate. uh, I have made it a certificate protected website. It's totally safe to use, right? And so that's all, guys. So this is how you use um, the open source intelligence to the max benefit you can get from out of it. Okay, and one more thing here, and the reconnaissance phase that I was talking, the very first stages within the ethical hitching seeking, where the actual source, I mean, the source guy who's ever carrying out these phases will try to learn more about his target within this particular phase of reconnaissance period. Okay, and he will use all these open source intelligence tools to know more about his or her target. Okay, and like previously in my other videos I have showed how to cover tracks, maintain access, gain access, However, I have still not shown you guys on the second phase of how a scanning works. That I will cover in the later parts of my next videos, upcoming videos. And this is what the reconnaissance phase belongs to. Like this is how the reconnaissance phase happens, using of the open source intelligence tools to know more about the destination target. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the support button and do not forget to subscribe my channel. We'll meet in the next videos with more useful content like this. Regards to cybersecurity. Thank you and have a wonderful day.